Hi viewers, welcome to Mickey Studio, the channel where you get step-by-step guidance to mechanical engineering concepts. In today's video, we'll be seeing tutorial 3 of the CADian design software, where we'll be viewing the basic command tools, which are very useful for almost all the drawings in your when you're working with CADian software. So let's dive in. Now here is our CADian layout. Now let me start by drawing some simple figure. So I've selected the line command and let me draw a few lines to form a shape. So I'm just clicking. I hope you're aware how to draw different lines now. So I basically draw a star over here. To end the line command, I press the escape key. That is what I told you in the very first tutorial, but actually there are three different ways. I can either press the escape key in the keyboard or the enter button on the keyboard, or I can use the mouse. I right click on the mouse, which I'll be doing and showing it to you now. I right click on the mouse and then press the enter option so that the line command gets discontinued. So I've drawn a star now, and here, as you can see, let me select the complete star, and you can see there are all entities selected here as a complete one. But when I press the escape button and I select a single entity, these are actually lines, like multiple lines drawn as a star. Great. So now let's move on with our first basic command, which is nothing but the zoom command. So if I want to zoom in or zoom out this object, I'll have to go to view and you have the zoom command over here. This will help you zoom in, right? And of course, again, let me zoom out and show it to you right there. So if you have noticed the command box at the bottom here, when I zoom in and zoom out, I'm zooming out now. So it is zoomed out by a magnification of 0.5x. And when I zoom in, it zooms in with a magnification of 2x. Right? So this is a standard zoom option that you have from the view tab over here. But there is another method, a simpler one, where we use the mouse. So the mouse has a scroll button on it, right? It is placed between the left click and right click button, a scrolling button. So when you scroll up, I'm scrolling my mouse right now. So it zooms ahead, right? It zooms in. And when I roll the scroll button backwards, it zooms out. So this is another simpler method where we can use the zoom in and zoom out option. The zooming actually we'll be using it pretty much in this software while working on different geometric shapes and figures of different sizes especially. So this is how the zoom in and zoom out works. There is also another zoom option where we can type it in the command box. So I click the command box and I type zoom, and here when I click the enter button I have multiple options over here: zoom in, zoom out, all what we have just seen, and many other options. But one important thing is all. You can see the third option, all, over here. So if I want to select the all option, I just have to type A for all. Okay, it is not case sensitive, therefore you can use a small letter A or a capital letter A and just press the enter key. And now you can see the complete page is zoomed to a standard size. I'll show this to you with another example. Let me draw a rectangle. I've selected a rectangle and I just draw a rectangle outside the star which I've drawn initially. And now let me zoom, enter, and press A for all and enter again. Right? So this is the standard size of the page. Okay. Now the third example, when something goes beyond the page, right? I draw a line, say it is pretty big. Let me zoom out. I just draw random lines like this, right? Random lines. Now let's see what happens when I click the zoom and all button. Yes. I hope you can make out the difference now. Okay. So whatever is drawn, no matter what size it is, when you give the zoom all command, all the drawing which is on your screen, it is made compact within the screen. So now we are done with the zoom command. Now I'll just delete these lines for now. I'm selecting multiple entities over here and I'm hitting the delete button. So we have got rid of those. Let me zoom again, enter button, and all. I can put either A or all. It works the same. Now the page has been reset to its initial size. Now let me delete this rectangle also. Moving on to our next command, this is something called pan. This is also available in the view tab. We got pan over here, pan. So let me select pan and see what it does. Right. Once I select the command, look at the command box. It prompts us to select a pan base point. So let me select the center of the star as a pan base point. And now it is asking me for a pan displacement point. So let me give it here. So you see what happens now. I'll do it once more. View, pan, I select the base point, and then where I want this entire entity to be shifted. Right, so this is how pan works. Okay, we'll go with another example. I draw a rectangle here. Now view, pan, I select somewhere here and I click here. Now do you find the difference? No matter how many objects or figures or entities you have drawn over here, pan command will move your entire screen where you want it to go. Okay, so as you can see, there are multiple lines here, 10 lines over here and a rectangle over here. But when I use the pan command, on the whole, the complete object, whatever is drawn here, moves along for the pan command. So this is the usage of pan command, okay, to move all the objects which are drawn on the screen from one place to another. This also has a secondary approach where, similar to the zoom command, I will be using the mouse scroll button for operating this pan, right? But instead of scrolling the scroller, I'm going to press it down this time. So use the mouse scroll button and click the mouse scroll button. I repeat again, click and hold the mouse scroll button. I've just done it. And now you can see I can move it throughout my screen. Okay, and now I have released the mouse scroll button. So the difference between using pan from the view option is just it is a single usage. You can shift it from one point to another point, right? But when you go for the mouse scroll button pan command, you will be able to move it anywhere within the screen, which gives you more flexibility of the usage of the pan command, right? Okay, so now we are done with two different commands. Let's move on with the third one. It is the move command. Okay, so move is basically used to move a single entity, right? What I mean by single entity is, as I told you here, this star diagram is created with 10 different lines. But if I use pan, I'm going to move only this complete star diagram. But if I want to use this single line alone, then I'll be using move command. I hope you understand the difference. Move command is used to move a single entity alone. Okay, single, or if multiple entities are selected, multiple also can be moved. So let me show you with a single line. So I select a line over here, okay, and then I go to, I just, sorry, right click on the line, okay, and we have multiple options here. We'll be seeing each and every one in upcoming videos, but for now, we are focusing only on the move command. Click on the move button, and now the command box prompts you to select a base point, right? So select the base point, and it is asking for the displacement point. So you can see once I've selected it, I'm just moving the cursor. Okay, I've given a left click to select the entity, and I'm moving my cursor. I can move it anywhere I want. Okay, so I move it a bit apart over here, click again, left click, and my single line entity is moved from its original position back again. Let me redo this again for you with the same move command, but from the modified tab. Okay, so there are two approaches. Again, I'm selecting the line over here. I'm selecting move from the modify command this time. Move is here. Both are same. Either you right click on the selected line, or you can select the line and go to modify tab, and here you have the move option. Left click on the move option, select your entity again, and then the displacement point where you want it to move, right? Click it and your line is moved back. So this is our third command, the move command. So I hope you understand the difference. Again, I'm repeating the difference between pan command and move command. Both are totally different commands. The next one is the cut copy paste command. So let me move on with the same line. I select the line, just a normal left click, and it's highlighted like this. Right now, I move to the edit tab over here. There is edit, and there is a cut option. So once I click cut, okay, one entity is selected, and then again I go to edit, and I want to paste. Right. So immediately you can see the entity or the object, the line which I cut is now on my cursor. So wherever I move the cursor, it comes along and it is ready to be pasted because we have just selected the paste option from the edit. So I can paste it here, right? It works similar to move. And now let me do the copy command. Again, select the line which you want to copy, go to edit, you have copy over here, select copy. Again, click on the entity, right, or hit the enter button, and now I go to the paste option. Paste. You can see the original line is already present over there, and I have a copy of it along with my cursor. So wherever I move my cursor, this is a copy of the original line. So let me paste it here. I'm back with my star again. So this cut copy paste command works as well as with your right click. Select your line, right with the left click, right click on the line, and you have the copy command over here, right? So you can either copy paste using a right click command, pressing the escape button to refresh the command box. Yes. You can either go to edit, you can do cut copy paste over here, or you can use the right click, or the simplest version is to use keyboard shortcuts. Just like any other Microsoft Office or package, you can use Control X to cut, Control C to copy, and Control V to paste. So I'll just select the entity. I'm pressing Control C to make a copy, and now I'm pressing Control V, right? And my cursor has brought that up, the copied line. And where I want to place it, I just place it over there, and I get a copy of that line. So now this is the fourth command which we have seen. Okay. So in these basic tool commands, what we have seen today is the zoom, the pan command, the move command, and the cut copy paste command. So these four commands are very, very important, and they'll be used throughout our drawing, whatever drawings we are going to do on this software. So I hope this video was useful for you guys. See you in our next tutorial. Thank you and have a great day.